Solar eclipse. Solar eclipse occurs on a new moon day, and when the three celestial objects, Sun, Moon, and Earth, should be almost in a straight line, yet they have own orbital plane and have specific work on our solar system. My dear, very little student friend, you already know it. Solar eclipse is my today's topic. Me, your friend, Mom. Most welcome, friend. Most welcome to Really Easy. But before we begin, if you are not familiar with the word new moon, I suggest you, friend, please take a look at my previous video about moon. The link is in the description and upper right corner of the screen. Okay, friend. So, our first question is, what is solar eclipse? The straight cut answer is, when the moon eclipses the sun. This means that the moon, as it orbits the earth, comes in between the sun and the earth, thereby blocking the sun and preventing any sunlight from reaching us. At this moment, casting a shadow on earth that either fully or partially blocks the sun's light in some areas. But friend, this only happens occasionally because the moon doesn't orbit in the exact same plane as the sun and earth. 4 types of solar eclipse. Number 1, a total solar eclipse. It occurs on average every 18 months because when the dark silhouette of the moon completely obscures the intensely bright light of the sun, allowing the much fainter solar corona to be visible. During any one eclipse, a totality occurs at best only in a narrow track on the surface of the earth. This narrow track is called the path of totality. People located in the center of the moon's shadow when it hits earth will experience a total eclipse. The sky will darken as if it were dawn or dusk, but it occurs on every 18 months. The motion of sun, moon, and earth bring the 3 bodies into alignment 2 to 4 times a year. Okay, so a perfect alignment resulting in a total solar eclipse only occur about once every 18 months. Number 2, an annular solar eclipse. It occurs once every or 2 years when the sun and moon are exactly in line with the earth. But the apparent size of the moon is smaller than that of the sun. Hence, the sun appears as a very bright ring or annulus surrounding the dark disk of the moon. But why it occurs once every or 2 years? When the sun and moon are exactly in line with the earth, but the apparent size of the moon is smaller than that of the sun. Now, number 3, a hybrid solar eclipse. At certain points on the surface of Earth, it appears as a total eclipse, whereas at other points it appears as annular. Hybrid eclipses are comparatively rare, friend. This type of eclipse occurs when the magnitude of an eclipse changes during the event from less to greater than 1. So the eclipse appears to be total at locations near the midpoint and annular at other locations near the beginning and end, since the sides of the earth are slightly farther away from the moon. These eclipses are extremely narrow in their path, width, and relatively short in their duration at any point compared with fully total eclipses. Number 4, partial eclipse. It occurs about twice a year when the sun and the moon are not exactly in line with the earth and the moon, only partially obscures the sun. However, some eclipses can be seen only as a partial eclipse because the umbra, oh friend, you know what is umbra, penumbra and antumbra? The umbra, penumbra and antumbra are three distinct parts of a shadow created by any light source after impinging on an opaque object, assuming no diffraction for a collimated beam of light. Only the umbra is cast. The umbra, Latin for shadow, is the innermost and darkest part of a shadow. The penumbra is the region in which only a portion of the light source is obscured by the occluding body. And friend, the antumbra is the region from which the occluding body appears entirely within the disk of a light source. So friend, some eclipse can be seen only as a partial eclipse because the umbra passes over the Earth's polar regions and never intersects the Earth's surface. Partial eclipse is virtually unnoticeable in terms of the sun's brightness, as it takes well over 90% coverage to notice any darkening at all. Even at 99%, it would be no darker than civil twilight. My dear very little student friend, I have an art channel all about art. If you are interested about different types of drawing style, cave painting, portrait, music, etc., please visit my channel. The link is provided in the description and the top right corner of the screen. And stay with me, friend, there to show your support. Friend, a very interesting question. Does the solar eclipse occur on every new moon day? No, because the moon's orbital plane is inclined to the orbit of Earth around the sun. The angle between the planes is about 5 degrees. Thus, the moon can pass well above or below the sun. Okay, friend. Another question. Why are solar eclipses caused by the other planets not seen from the Earth? Friend, solar eclipse caused by the other planets not seen from the Earth because, number one, when other planets like Mercury and Venus come in between the Earth and the Sun, they make a small speck against the surface of the sun as they are too far away. Number two, the other planets have orbits outside the Earth and cannot fall in line between the Earth and the sun. My dear little student friend, finally, what is eclipse blindness? The proper term for eclipse blindness is solar retinopathy. Yes, solar retinopathy, and it can potentially weaken your eyesight according to AOA, American Optometric Association. Symptoms people can experience after viewing a solar eclipse without proper protection include loss of central vision, altered color vision, distorted vision. The lens of the eye focuses and concentrates the intensity of the sun rays on the retina, scorching it. The darkness that accompanies a solar eclipse can override the natural reflex to squint and look away, increasing the amount of intense light striking the retina and making eye damage more likely. my dear little student friend. See you in the next video. Stay with me. Bye-bye.